Hey there. So I have a new camera set up and I really hope that this works well. I notice right now that it's bouncing all over the place, so hopefully that's not going to be too obvious when I go back and look at this. Anyway, today I'm going to do a tutorial. A bunch of people asked for a tutorial on the metallic Mardi Gras looking beads that I did, or beads, earrings and necklace that I did. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. It's going to be a little bit different than the original ones that I made, but we'll see how it turns out. Anyway, I already rolled out my black clay, and this is on the thickest setting. And then I am using Arteza, they're like iridescent paints. I'm going to do the green, the blue, and the purple. This is what the box looks like, and I will put a link up for those. I got them on Amazon, just like everything else. So I'm just going to squirt a tiny little bit into each of these little things. This little palette thing is so cool. I love it so much. And it came in a pack of 4. And I think I got it at Michael's. I think. So just squeeze some of this in here. And I've done other stuff with these on black, and I honestly don't remember how it turned out. Those Mardi Gras earrings and necklace that I made was with metallic alcohol inks. So I think this will work out just as well. So what I do is just take your brush. This one's kind of big. I'm going to do a smaller brush. Take your brush, dip it in one of the colors, and then if you saw my last video, you'll know that I just like to go like this. Just kind of, it looks harsh like this, but it turns out looking really cool because of how you cut it and everything. It just gives it a little bit more interest. And I just use the paper towel in between hand instead of water, because then I just don't want it to get watered down. Go on to your next color. You can overlap things, colors. Just put it wherever you'd like. And then I'll do the blue. Looks a lot like the purple. That's okay. Leave some of the black showing too. I mean, you can do whatever you want, obviously, but I like to do that. It just makes it look, my favorite word, interesting. So, if you remember yesterday, or my last video, I do like to clean up my brushes with a wet one. It's just quick and easy, and then instead of having a thing of water, I'm out here in the garage, so I'm in Florida, so I don't freeze, but then in the summer it gets hot, but I do have a fan, so there's that. And then clean out your little guys here, and I'm just doing this so that I can waste a little time while that's drying. But I am going to use a heat gun to dry that a little quicker, just because. You could also blot this if you wanted to, and that makes a really cool textury looking kind of thing. So whatever you'd like after you put the paint down, but this is going to be loud for a second, sorry. So you don't want to use the heat gun too long because it will actually start to cure your clay. Gosh, I hope that this is not too bouncy. It looks like it's bouncing all over the place. Ding. Yeah, it is. All right, well, we'll see how it turns out when I look at it. So you wait till that dries. Let me just test the corner of it here. Still wet. I'm gonna pause this for a second while this dries and I'll be right back. Okay, this is pretty dry now. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my stencil. This one says Frankenmuth Ceramics. So I think I might have gotten it on Etsy. It's been a little while. But it's flowers, if you can see that. So just put your stencil on. Make sure that there's no bubbles in it. I guess that paint wasn't so dry after all under there. So that might affect it a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. And then I'm doing white on the top of that. Just put a strip of white on my card here. I'm low on this white. I have another one that I was using, but then I figured, well, why am I doing that? I should just finish up this bottle. So hopefully that's enough. Go ahead and swipe on your white. That wasn't anywhere near enough. Well, let's see. Sometimes you can get it to spread out. Not today, though. Okay, let's see. Should be able to do it in one swipe, but since I screwed up, I got to do 17 swipes instead. So, yeah, that other paint underneath wasn't that dry. I have my hot water over here today, like I forgot yesterday, so I can clean the silkscreen off right away. You want to make sure you clean them off right away, otherwise the paint will stay in there and it'll gunk it all up. So clean your stencils right away. Just want to get this paint off, otherwise it'll be all over me. Like, as I say that, it's going to be all over me anyway, I'm sure. So let that dry for a minute. Some of the side here didn't come out so well, but that's okay. And then also, after I bake this, those underneath colors are going to be much more vivid. So, where it looks like it's covered a lot right now, it is, but you'll be able to see those underneath colors more vividly. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out my shapes. For some reason, I'm really loving just the long rectangle earring right now. Been making a bunch of those. I'm gonna go here. And here. And then I'm gonna have little circles on the top part of these earrings, so I'm gonna cut out some circles for that. I'll go here. And here, that looks cool. And I still have room, so make a couple more. Just these kind. Okay. Peel this up, and I will definitely be using that at a later date because there's a lot going on there that I can use. One of my favorite things, making stuff with old stuff. So I'm going to pull these up, go ahead and get them ready to bake, clean off all my edges. I will bake these 275 for 45 minutes. That seems to be the magic time and number for my particular oven. But I will go ahead and bake these, and then I'm going to get them all sanded and put together, and then I'll come back and show you what they look like. Hi, I'm back. So this is, I went ahead and sanded the edges and put some UV resin on there and made some earrings, and this is how they turned out. Hopefully you can see. This particular stencil had thicker lines than the last one that I did. So the paint underneath got a little bit lost, but I still think they turned out pretty nice. If you like, you know, the subtlety of it. But I think they look pretty good. So I am going to go ahead and tomorrow I'm going to do one with the metallic alcohol inks. Because those, it's a totally different, it's a game changer. It's so much more vibrant. But I do like how these turned out. Go ahead and let me know in the comments what you think about this. Also, if the video was shaky with the new setup and how the new setup looks. And if there's anything else that you want to know about, you can add that in the comments also. Constructive criticism is always great. I hope you guys have a great day.